Alright, so we're trying to do this. The first thing I'm going to do is to create a storage account, and I will go to storage here. Go ahead and add an account. I'll put it in the same resource group that my VM is located, and I'm just going to call this storage account. Let's call it CFS 264, or let's say storage 264. Right, and I'm going to put it in the same US Central of the other one. Put it in the same and you can look at what I was told over here. Create the storage, and I'll put it in, take the default as it is. There's nothing I want to do. My general storage is going to be purpose v1. So let me go to purpose v1. Alright, just kind of check the account. Storage v1 should be some measure. That one is good. So I'm going to go ahead and review this and go ahead and create it. And once this one is done, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and then create a container inside that storage account, which is the normal process you will follow. Still on the way, but once it's done, I will go ahead and create a storage container. After creating a storage container, I will give it a name, and we'll give it this public access level. So this is done. So go to blobs. That's what you have here. Blobs, click container, and give it a name. Let's call this university. And your somebody already have that. Okay. University. It's happy now. And remember, you are told here, accept, your default. So default value, click OK here, and then you're really on your way. Created a file called hello world, and I had one created earlier. So select this university, go to upload here, click this file, go to my desktop. I have a file here called hello world, click upload, and I have a file here called hello world. I've uploaded it. Now I go to grant my VM access to Azure Storage. So this is done here. I'm going to go to my virtual machine, and here is a CFS 264. Now, a couple of things that I need to do, before moving on here. I'm going to finish this one on this, storage container here. Here is my storage account, and I have storage 264, and I have log here, university. I can add role, and I can go to my virtual machine. Let's look at the role that I'm supposed to give to it. Storage blob. There's some storage blob data reader. So storage blob data reader. Storage blob data reader. And that's the machine. You click save. So this is the area where we're giving it access. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did earlier on. Copy this, I like to copy my stuff in a text file first so that I can see what I need to clean up. I just don't like to paste it. Now, here's what I have here. I've got a curl command, calling identity, API, and then I got these, right? I'm going to do the same thing that I did earlier on. But before you do that, you can just run it and make sure it works. But you can say response, or you can use any letter that you want. Okay? And all you're just doing over here is just storing this guy here. That's your first command here. I'll capture the second one. Now that you have your access token here, you want to then use it to make a call. So come over here and do the same thing here, right? So in order to make this work, you have to find a way to parse your access token. I've shown you guys how to parse access token. But what about this storage account? That's what we need to do here. And that's the key that you want to follow here. My storage account, I come over here, storage account. My storage account is this. That is my storage account. Alright? It's this guy. You can copy it here. And I'm going to put it over here. Storage account. Paste. Very important for you to know that. It's not that difficult. You can, if you're not sure what to do, you can actually just right-click and it will copy it for you. Again, you see what I have here, storage 224, blah blah blah. This is what I've just copied here. My container name. I go to my container name here, and my container name is university. You understand what I'm saying? That's my container name, university. You can go back here in case you weren't sure. That's my container, university. And come over here. And the file name, we did it earlier on, is hello world.txt. So here's the file name here. The header, you already have the header. The only thing you have to do is access token. That should be pretty easy. I've shown you guys how to parse it earlier on here. So you just pretty much, I already gave you this. Pass your token here. Alright, you can copy this process. Again, it's not compulsory, that's totally up to you. If you want it, if you have other means of passing your token, it's pretty easy. Okay, what you're doing here is you're getting get token. You understand? You get token here, you pass access token out of it, which is what you really need, and then you use that access token, in this place, and by that, I meant what we did over here. In this case, when we got over here, we just use our token. You just call it. And you're just going to represent it with whatever it is that you want to use here. That will be totally up to you. That's it. So let's go ahead and get the token here. And don't be afraid of making mistake. I've made mistake a couple times, especially when I was, messing with this thing. Doesn't mean you don't understand it. It just means that, you as human being, you're going to make your own mistake, and that's totally fine. I'm going to clear the screen. Okay, you can always echo see the content of what you just did, and that's the stuff that we have over there. Okay, now we want to parse the content so we can extract our token out of it. Okay, we've parsed our token. Again, you can use echo to see the content of that token. Okay, and here now you could do this. I want to say with a name that is a little bit less confused. Let's call this one. Hopefully this one is a little better. Yeah, this is better. So if I come back here now, go to this file, put it back up here, and I'm going to clear my screen because I want you to see. So go back to the BRL here. PIZA, right? There you go. So, well, if I've typed it correctly, I will have ordered pizza for everybody, or since I missed the spelling, I guess you guys are going to have to just, live without pizza, I guess. Alright, so you could see now, I have just, from my VM, I have just sent a access token to a storage drive to retrieve the content of the file without using a password and username. All I'm just using is token. And this machine still, if you were to steal this machine now, this VM, if you were to capture this VM, image everything out of this VM, you will not see a username, you will not see a password. This machine doesn't even know it, much less losing it.